Just as the sunrise starts to show, warming up the motorway.
Mangwanani, my Zimbabwe documentary just came out. So saying Mangwanani, which is good morning in Shona, which is one of the national languages of Zimbabwe. And if you haven't seen the Zimbabwe documentary yet, quit watching this right now. It's linked right here. Go watch it, then come back here if you still want more of us. But if that wasn't compelling enough, here's a trailer. And that's not a lie. Sarah really does want to have my babies. If this is your first video watching of ours, my name is Cody. This is my wife, Sarah. We're in New York City, and this is actually our 1-year anniversary in New York City.
Yep.
Moved here a year ago. And one of the things we've discovered in the last year is that we love Astor Place.
Yeah.
So, going into Starbucks, getting a drink, and then we're gonna head to church.
Know you felt this way before, but can't recall the time and day. Don't know if life is a small part of something greater. And when you get off this raging horse, sings to whatever.
What's up? How's it going? How you been?
Good, how are you? On our way to church, just ran into Eric.
Oh, hey. What's up?
Just gonna say hi to the vlog, that's it.
Hello, vlog. I think the last time I saw you was at the Hint party on the vlog. I don't know if I made it into the vlog.
Yeah, the Crater meetup.
Yeah, New York's a small place.
Yes. Just walking down the street, and there's Eric on a post-workout.
About to go.
Pre-workout.
Waiting for Jared, who actually is right. No, that's not him. I thought that was Jared, but it's not Jared.
But it's already like 90 degrees, so workout has already started.
Yes, and that's why we both wore black.
Yes.
So you cannot see the sweat.
Yes, get our sweat on.
I let it go for all time's sake. I let you stay in my mind.
We just got out of church and the AC was not working properly. And so we went from sweating outdoors to going into a sweat box
Inside.
and praising the Lord.
They called it, what do you call it?
Bikram Church.
Bikram Church.
So that was less than ideal.
It is the first like actual hot day.
Yeah.
It's supposed to be like 100 degrees today.
Kill me.
I'm just like, I was under the impression that like New York had crazy winters, but like the summer was fine, you know? Like mild, not mild, but fine. It sucks. It's freaking hot here, as hot as Oklahoma, except you have to be out in it.
Yeah.
I don't like it.
Welcome to season 2 of the vlog, where it's us complaining about how hot it is.
Every minute bends and breaks, always a little bit behind. Don't know if life.
On Sundays, we normally go to Dos Toros for lunch, but they have their whole windows open and it's hot outside, so we're like, nah fam.
For some reason, New York does that. They're like, oh, it's hot outside, let's open all of our windows. No, close all the windows and turn the AC on.
But now we have to head home and record this week's podcast. But speaking of recording, I wanted to show you guys my recording setup for the voiceover on the Zimbabwe film. Just finishing up the voiceover for the Zimbabwe film. Just want to show you a little behind the scenes of my studio. I grabbed all the cushions from the couch, pillows, blanket, throw this over my head. Have a little kind of soundproof booth without a lot of echo. The poor man's studio in my studio apartment. We just finished recording this week's podcast, but I wanted to show you guys the setup that we do for the podcast. So the setup that you just saw was my makeshift kind of voiceover setup. But then, so for the podcast, we typically sit in our living room. I mean, it's all one room, but I sit in the living room. I have this stand that it is connected to the table. We pull the bench seat out from the couch, and Sarah sits over there. And then my camera is on a tripod over there, and then I'm actually holding the camera that films Sarah. But this is our makeshift tripod setup. So how we get our ladder, little articulated arm. The camera sits up here. The computer recording in Adobe Audition. And the mic is the Blue Yeti microphone. So that's our budget podcasting setup. I think it works pretty decent. The mic was only $100, and then I owned everything else. We just made do with what we had to put out the podcast. So if you're interested in listening to the podcast, it's all linked in the description. You can also go to podcast.codyjensen.com. And the podcast that we just finished recording is all about agreeableness, personality.
His soapbox.
A little bit of my soapbox. We went a little over time, but that's because I was so passionate about it. So check that out in the description below. Now we're going to meet up with our friend Sara Dietschy and help her finish up her office renovation. We made it down to the subway, and it is so quiet down here.
I feel like I should be whispering.
I'm talking way too loud for what is actually happening here. Everybody can hear me. It's weird. You're never in like a really quiet place in New York City.
Also, it's not hot down here.
You don't actually have to whisper.
I feel like I need to. I feel like I can't speak up.
Don't know if life is a small part of something bigger. And when you get off this raging horse, seems to whatever.
We met up with Sarah at the Container Store looking for containers. She's redoing her office. Need a bunch of storage stuff. Need things to contain things.
Things to contain things.
We have found our first purchase. Big black bins. Now we're looking for small, colorful ones.
How are you doing?
I'm doing well.
Should we get a shopping cart?
Let's do it. Yeah, work smarter.
Yeah. Work smarter, not harder. Fight as well.
He's a stronger man than me. I think what we're looking for is like tackle boxes, like a caboodle. Like
Caboodle?
Yeah.
What is a caboodle?
You've never heard? Oh yeah, these girls never wore makeup like me. You know, a caboodle where you keep all your makeup in. You know the whole kit and caboodle.
A caboodle? What is a caboodle?
Do you have any containers that are kind of like tackle boxes, or like the lid is like a tackle box?
Yes.
I do like the look of these. They're really cool,
Oh
right?
yeah, those are nice.
This is the size of my shelf. This is the exact shelf.
Visualize.
Oh. Maybe do smaller up here.
Okay, we bought everything. Waiting on our lift. We played Guess the Price over on Sarah's video. Spoiler alert, I won.
So the last goodbye is getting down, and this dream begins to fall. And the memories will stick on you like a bird up on your clothes. And the last thing I would like to ask before getting in the sea, did you ever love me?
Behind the scenes. Sarah just went in and set a camera up in her office.
I never do that. I never do that because that is an indication if it's like a Casey Neistat influence thing.
I think we measured our purchase with the wrong size shelf. This one definitely seems smaller than the one we measured with. Let's try it.
They are so nice.
one at the store fit this one, and this one all together. So we're a good 10 inches short. We're finished up at Sarah's office and walking to the subway at Canal and Lafayette. And this is where you can come get your purses, get your
all your Chanel's.
Yeah, all of your fake
Louis Vuitton.
Yes. Counterfeit. That's what the word I was looking for.
Counterfeit.
Yes.
But honestly, probably just as worth it as paying the like dollar price for the real ones.
The counterfeit high-end brand stuff is probably the same thing.
Probably. They're like made in the same warehouse or something.
But we are hopping in the subway and we're heading to East Harlem, which
Way
will
up there.
only be the second time we've been there in this last year.
The first time for the party.
Yep, and the first time we went to the exact same place. We made it over to East Harlem. We're on like 116th Street and we're walking like a half mile over to the east. I'm gonna stop at Target and get some food for the party. But what we're doing is we're going to a barbecue at our friend Colton's house, and we met Colton whenever our very first week. It was like our 4th day.
Yeah.
Whenever we moved to New York City. A connection through a friend in Tulsa. He went to high school with our friend, and he was like texted us basically together. It was like, hey, this is Colton. He lives in New York City. You guys should connect. And he was like, hey, I'm having a barbecue today. You want to come? We're like, sure.
Yeah, pretty much.
It's been quite a while since we have seen him.
Yeah.
But he was like, hey, 2nd annual barbecue on the roof. You want to come? We're like, absolutely, absolutely. It's like an America-sized Target, not Manhattan-sized. Got all the things. We have made it to the party house, waiting on them to come down from the roof and come get us. We don't actually know anybody up there except for Colton and his wife Emily. So I don't know how much vlogging we'll actually do up there because that's a little awkward, you know?
You're like, hey, we just met you. Look at this camera.
Hey, 12 to 15 people who are here.
I'm gonna vlog real quick.
It's our 1 year in New York party.
Yeah. They're throwing it just for us, all these strangers that we don't know.
Yo, yo.
Yeah, dude, welcome.
How's it going?
They were like lingering in the back of our fridge.
If you want to be the heroes of any party, just grab you some hand.
Did you ever love me? Did you ever love me?
Like, it was frustrating seeing that happen and us not be in the place that there's so many.
Did you ever love me?
Ooh, it's now 10:30 at night. The train station is 3.5 avenues away from the apartment, and so we had to walk the whole way. And it's still almost 90 degrees outside.
It's hot down here.
Even hotter down here. So I'm not interested in holding this camera up any longer. This video is over. Thank you guys for watching. Subscribe if you're not. We have videos every Monday, Wednesday, and Friday on this channel.
With good attitude.
Yes. Hit the like button. Subscribe. I forget what I've said already. I'm just like dead. So see you in the next one. Watch the Zimbabwe film.
Good
Bye.
night.